guys, we're going to do a review, plus you're going to learn some new material as well. Alright? So, at first, let's review our key definitions for today's lesson. Who can tell me what a staff is? Go ahead. What is a staff?
Something that you do.
Something that you do in music. What is a staff? Does anybody know? Go ahead.
Is it like something you
Make it higher? No. Okay, guys. The staff are the 5 lines that we write the music on. Do we remember that? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Alright, so today we're going to learn something called the grand staff. I don't think we have went over that yet. Alright? And who knows what a treble clef is? Almost. I see some hands being reluctantly raised. Go ahead.
Instrument?
An instrument? No. A clef. So a clef, go ahead.
Is it the starting of the thing?
It's at the start of the staff. Absolutely right. Now, why do we have it there?
Because that's what starts the music.
Okay, so the clef is a musical symbol, right? That we have right at the beginning of the staff. Understand? Alright, and it tells us how we're going to read the notes. Now today we're going to take a look at 2 types of clefs. The treble clef and the bass clef. Alright? Yes? No. So the treble clef is responsible for the higher pitched part of whatever we're reading. And the bass clef is responsible for the
Like the lower?
The lower, absolutely. Hence the name bass. Alright? Okay, and let's quickly review. Whole note, how many beats? Go.
2?
No, whole note is how many beats?
Oh, 1.
Not 8. Go.
5.
Not 5. You know this. Yes?
4.
4. So a whole note gets 4 beats.
4.
Now think about this. If a whole note gets 4 beats, how many beats does a half note get? Half. Go.
3.
Half. Half of 4.
2.
I'm not going to accept that because you called out. What is half of 4?
It's
2 beats, absolutely. Now, instead of just memorizing these definitions, one thing that can help you is if you visualize it, okay? So we're going to take a look at this right now. We have a whole note that gets 4 beats. Then it gets split into 2, say it, half notes that get 2 beats each. Those get split into 2
1.
quarter notes that get 1 beat each. Good. Now what's half of 1? Raise your hand. Go. Half of 1. Okay, so what's your favorite candy bar?
Pikachu.
Shush. What's your favorite candy bar? Okay, who has a favorite candy bar? Go. What's your favorite candy
My
bar?
favorite candy bar is a Kit Kat.
Okay, so we have a Kit Kat, right? Now we have the last Kit Kat. Now, because we're both nice guys, we're not just gonna try to take it and run away, right? But we both really want that Kit Kat. Like, we just have to have that Kit Kat. So what are we gonna do? We're going to split it in half. That's right. So half of 1 is a half. See that? 1 over 2. Do you guys see? Okay. So this now gets half a beat. Alright? So look, half plus a half is 1. Half plus a half is 1. That's 2. Half plus a half is 3. Half plus a half is 4. That's right. So do you see how all of that equals? 4, which is 1 whole note. Right? Okay, now let's take a look at reading our grand staff. Alright? One thing to understand about the staff, I told you before that it was 5 lines, just like you have 5 fingers on your hand, right? However, it's actually not 5 lines. It is infinite. Infinite means it has no beginning and no end. Alright? So, the problem with that is that some pitches are too low for us to hear, and we actually feel it as vibrations in the air. And some pitches are so high that we can't hear them at all. For example, who knows what a dog whistle is? Dog whistle, yes?
Very loud.
No, dog whistle.
Oh,
Go.
it's when you little whistle.
Uh-huh.
The humans can hear it, but the dogs can't.
Absolutely. Air high five.
Yeah.
All right. So the dog goes crazy when he hears it, right? But we can't hear anything. That's because it is so high up the staff that we as humans can't actually hear the sound at all. Now, if I drew you 10,000 lines on a piece of paper and told you to try to read a note, you would go dizzy. You would get a headache, right? So what we do to make it easy is we make 5 lines visible, and whenever we need to go outside of the staff, we are extending the staff and only making a small portion of that line visible. Do you see that? These are called ledger lines, all right? Now, between the two staffs, right, we actually have one invisible line. So if I connect my notes, it's going to go this way. There is my ledger line, and it goes just like so. Do you understand? And that is how the two staffs connect. Yes?
When Miss Gonzalez was here, like we went like a grizzly bear fighting plane like that. Is this going on YouTube?
What?
Is this going on YouTube?
No.
Just asking.
Okay. So guys, now look over here. What makes it a little bit tricky is if you have the two clefs, right? And I put a note here and I put a note here, it's actually two different notes. Understand?
Yes.
Because they're under two different clefs. So one way to make it easy for us is if I'm in the treble clef, we're gonna say 4 rhymes, okay? If I'm in the treble clef and the notes are in the spaces, they actually spell the word face. So let's all say that rhyme. If the note is in the space, you gotta spell the word face. So we have F, A, C, and E. Very good. So let's all say that rhyme one more time. If the note is in the space, you gotta spell the word face. Very good. Now, if the notes are on the line, every good boy does fine. There we go. So let's all say that again. If the note is on the line, every good boy does fine. So we have E, G, B, D, and F. We see that? Yes? There we go. All right. Now, if we're in the bass clef, this is what's going to happen. If the notes are in the spaces, we say all cows eat grass. Go ahead, say it.
Cows
So it's gonna be all cows eat grass. That's right. And if the notes are on the lines, we're going to say good bikes don't fall apart. Let's all say that.
Bikes don't fall apart.
There we go. So good bikes don't fall apart. There we go, right? So now we're going to do this.
A, B, C, D, E.
We're going to do the following. I'm going to write a note, and from what you just learned, and I'm going to help you, you're going to tell me what note it is. Alright? So if I'm going to write this note, now remember to mind your clef. It is really important. So remember, the treble clef is easier, right? So we're going to start with that. Is this on the line or in the space?
On the line.
On the line, good. If you have a line going through the note, we say that the note is on the line. Alright? So, if the note is on the line, every good boy. That's fine. So it is a
Line.
every good
It's a hat.
boy. So it's a, what letter does boy start with?
B.
B. So this is a B. Okay? So let's try that. Now, do not call out. I'm going to go down the rows, okay? And we're going to all get a note. Alright? Okay, so here's our first note. Space align.
Face.
Excellent. So if the note is in the space, you gotta spell the word face. So remember, whenever we're spelling anything or saying anything, we're always going from the bottom of the staff to the top of the staff. So it is going to be a perfect. All right, go ahead. How about this guy right here?
That would be.
Perfect. Okay. Go. You got this one.
Tiana's turn.
Her turn.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's on the line, so it would be.
You got it. How about this guy?
Ooh.
Go. Guys, we're going in order. Put your hands down. Go. Every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. Every is a perfect. Okay, how about this note right here? You got this. Go ahead.
D.
Perfect. All right, you guys are great. How about this one?
Thanks.
Shh. Go.
C.
Perfect. And go.
E.
Good. So what's the difference between this note and this note? What is the name of this note? Go.
Africa.
What's the name of this note? Go. What's the name of this note? Every. So it's a.
E.
And this one is a
D. E. Fa.
E.
E.
Look, F-A-C-E. But so they're both E's, right?
So it's an F.
No, it is
Space.
both. They're both E's. So, but now I'm a little confused. How can I have two E's written in two different spots? Who can explain that to me? Go.
Because in one of them,
Mm-hmm.
the E was on the line, and on the next one, if you spell face,
Mm-hmm.
the E is on the end, so it goes on high.
Good, but so this one, if it's higher on the paper, it is actually
A higher.
higher note. So it is the same note but higher. Remember? Do we remember what that is? An interval of an eighth is called an octave. Remember we learned this? Come on. It's called an octave, right? So it's just see you're saying you remember. So it's like a man and a woman singing.
Yeah.
You could be singing the same thing. A woman's voice will sound and a man's voice will sound lower. Shh, I did not ask for a demonstration. And you went, right? And go. What's the name of this note?
E.
Not an E. Every good boy does. You got this. Go. Shh. You got this. Go. Go, 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 go. F. So it's a an F. Excellent. All right. You said you had a question. What was your question?
Oh, can I just grab
No, we're in the middle of a lesson.
Shh. You can go in 5 minutes, okay? All right. So now let's do the bass clef.
Yup.
Remember, this is all cows eat grass and good bikes don't fall apart. So this one might be a little bit more difficult. Go ahead. All cows eat. So it's an E. Excellent. You got this. Go. Go, go, go. You're up.
N.
Good bikes don't fall apart.
F.
F. You got it. All right. Go ahead right here. What is this?
A chair.
Good bikes don't fall apart. So it's good bikes. B. Right? Okay. Do we understand this?
Yes.
Now how about this one right here?
D.
Excellent. How about this one? Go. Go. All cows eat. What do all cows eat?
G.
Perfect. Okay, how about this one?
A.
Excellent. How about this one? Good bikes don't fall apart.
G.
And last one, last but not least. All cows eat grass.
C.
Excellent. Okay, so look, the trick here is to remember those 4 things, right? So, if the notes are on the lines of the bass clef, we say good. Let's all say that together. Good.
Don't fall apart.
If the notes are in the spaces of the bass clef, we say
Good.
perfect. If the notes are in the spaces of the treble clef, we say If the note is in the space, you gotta spell the word
Face.
face. So F-A-C-E. And?
Every good boy
Okay, every?
good boy does fine.
There we go. All right, guys, let's give yourselves a round of applause.